Hello guys, welcome to my rant. Greetings to anyone and anything that may tune in. It's your boy Owayo back at it again. I want to speak of the imminent collapse of the Western civilization. The Western civilization hasn't even lasted that long, and its collapse is by design also. But they're trying to collapse it so that they can replace it with another system that they're trying to implement with these stable coins and digital currencies, digital IDs, scanning people, no privacy anymore. Data is gonna be mined like it's the new oil. They wanna know about your biometrics, your biological information, your blood. They're gonna scan your retina, get all your biological information to create a data about who you are and what you do, what you associate yourself with. And with the algorithms that they have today, they can be able to show the people you're associating with the ideas that are influencing you. There's no real way of being anonymous in this world today, unless you really isolate yourself from the society that we're in. They're trying to replace it with this system of control. They're trying to replace money, because money, they can't see what you bought last time or who you exchanged with last time. But with a digital stable coin, these types of currency that are trying to implement, they can trace everything you did, everything you bought, everything you support, everything you're against. They have them. They have them. They have that data, and they'll use it to control people. These people are obsessed with control, and their plan is like it's behind schedule, in a way. This is the goal they wanna implement, and basically make the human civilization more like a cattle that gets paddocked in different areas, got told what to do, what to buy, what not to buy, or cut your finance when you're not supporting the ideas. This is the world that we've built today. Too much interdependency with things that sustain ourselves from faraway regions, make us very unstable. So even if you look at the tariffs implemented by Donald Trump, it's going to affect America in a very negative way. They're not going to be able to get spare parts. They're not going to be able to buy the things they usually do, because manufacturing is not heavy in America today. Most of the electronics tools are being manufactured in other countries and being imported to those countries. And with these tariffs, like, you can see the log that it has created, and the scarcity of some goods, the hiking of prices, and all this was by design, so that the system can collapse and they can replace it with the alternative system. In Europe, they're going through the same thing. The exploitation has reached like a limit where they can not longer sustain their economies through the exploitation. Now that most of the world and African countries are trying to reclaim their sovereignty in different ways. Most of the governments are not in alignment with what the people want, but the people really want their sovereignty. People are now aware of the lies that have been pushed for years, decades, about us and what is the real cause of our problems. It's exploitation. So the collapse of this system is in a hurry to try and stop the organic evolution that's taking place all over the world. And they're trying to do this so they can limit it, so that it doesn't become fulfilled. But all I can say that it doesn't matter what plans they put out there. It doesn't matter what agendas they are planning or they might be having out there. Things will still get done. Things will change for the better, but it will take time. It's a new generation out here with new ideas and new solutions. And with the imminent collapse of Western civilization, there'll be new problems which will need new solutions. The old guards really wanna act like they're in control when they're not in control of anything. All they have been in control is in control of the narrative. They have been in control of the narrative, and this is what made them think that they are in control of anything when they are not really in control of anything. It is us who are in control. It's just that most of the populations of the earth have been under a program that has shaped their perception of the world they live in, made them think they need things they don't need to sustain themselves. And over time, we have built structures around these ideas. And now, in a way, it has made us vulnerable because they can easily collapse the system that they have raised with their banking and the codependency and the loans. People need to reevaluate their values, get back to the human real value. Value your neighbor, value your friend, make real connection with people, work on the land, build your own network of people who influence, independent of their systems, media, or social media platforms. You need to really work these things by yourself and your community to be free of their trap. Communities are gonna rise again. People are gonna cling into communities when the collapse start happening. We're just witnessing the collapse of the Western civilization, and it's gonna affect people negatively. But this change, we all should embrace it, and we should all be ready for it. And we should not just sit around and wait for the worst to happen. We should be making our own initiatives, coming up with our own ideas, what to do in case of certain things happening, so that you may be safe when shit hit the fan. But no one is gonna come to save you but yourself and the ideas you hold, what you believe is real and what is possible. These are gonna be the limits of what you can do. You need to organize yourself and have faith that things are gonna get good because you're doing something to make things better than they used to be. Don't depend on the current structure that has been established. It's a dying structure. If you're trying to climb the ladder of that structure and it's collapsing, you're gonna get trapped. Those that are free from the structure should build their own networks of community, share the ideas they have, the new plans they can implement, so that they don't get trapped in this digital currency bullshit that's gonna put us like slaves, and it's gonna make us incapable of doing many things, and they are gonna give us universal basic income and all these other things that people will think it's for our benefit. It's gonna help us. I don't need to work anymore to get money. But you won't own anything at the same time as they pay you. Imagine renting everything. People should buy land, buy metals, build up their skill, carpentry, working with metals, herbal medicine, and different remedies that are no longer standard today, that is accessible to us in nature, because you cannot depend on the pharmaceutical industry. Once shit hits the fan, the supplies do run out. Unless you're making your own remedies, you'll run out of solutions too, if all your solution depends on what they have sold to us for the decades that we've been here. So watch out for the collapse. It is imminent, and it's by design. It's not random or by mistake. I'm just here to remind you that things are gonna get better, and their money and their structures that are establishing are not gonna last long. It's gonna be temporary, and the cabal know that they are dying. That's why they are going out with a bang. Don't let them go with you in that bang. But we are filming a new earth as we speak today. As another one falls, another one rises. So we have to focus our idea and intention and our action towards building the new earth that we all desire and want. And with this, I'd say love, peace, let's build bridges and spread love.